to Starlight House. I'm Prashant, and this is your weekly reading for Sun, Moon, Venus in Libra. This is a general reading, so I hope you can take whatever message resonates with you and leave everything else behind. And if this reading does connect with you, there is an extended to it. The link for that extension is below in the description box. I hope you like the reading, and if you do, please do like, subscribe, and share. That will be very helpful. So Libra, how are you doing in the second week of November? Try to think of whatever thought comes to your mind right now, and think of a question or whatever the core of that thought is. Maybe this reading has an answer for you. So take a deep breath, think about it. Alright, let's see what's going on with you in the second week of November. Devil energy, releasing own blockages. Blocked by Emperor, institutionalized beliefs, family structures, social structures, peers and all, everything around. Past situations, hermit mode, thinking in deep retrospect, trying to find your own truth. Mind's ambition, Four of Swords, healing yourself from pain that you might have felt because of realizing all these beliefs didn't hold true to you, but were basically put down on you by people around, by the people who raised you. Heart's desire, Three of Chalices, seeking a relationship, positive relationship. Future situation, Knight of Wands, acting in interest for self. Basically, making self as more important, self-beliefs as more important than family structures, family values, or social values, whatever. But the idea is that what you might have had grown up with, it, like a belief system, it seemingly seems alienated to you now. Some of the beliefs might be completely tangential to what you believe in this moment. Suggested advice or action, Six of Chalices. Evaluate all your memories, but with fairness. Don't get over attached to them, neither be over judgmental about them. Context for this suggested advice, Seven of Coins. So possibly it could be how you were making money too. Seven of Coins pointing toward dreams related to money. So you're reminiscing about leaving some of the old relationships in the past. That's why you're hoping for new relationships to come in. Hopes and fears, Two of Wands, opportunities in relationship, mutually beneficial relationship, and potential outcome. Queen of Swords, an intellectual actor. Someone who has fully taken in all the knowledge that has come to them in the past, who are aware about them and can diplomatically communicate all their thoughts and feelings. So it seemingly could be two-way. It could be either your entire family belief system and the upbringing, you are taking that into question. You're trying to figure out how many beliefs that you grew up with are your own, how many beliefs belong to your family. You're trying to balance that out. Try to create your own balance inside it. The second side of it is, and I think it's more of an extended side, more of a specific side, where it could be just about the ideas that you grew up with in the past about how success can be achieved or how much success can be achieved, the dreams behind it. All those dreams might have been blocked out by family responsibilities or the path that you previously like chose to get to the success no longer connects to you, no longer connects to your dreams, no longer connects to your abilities. All that realization is coming to you. So this hermit energy you are in, you're trying to seek your own truth, you're trying to find a balance inside yourself. You are in like a deep self-evaluation, self-analysis. And that's where like Six of Chalice is, when you're evaluating your own memories, when you're evaluating your own emotions behind them, there is always a call for temperance, like a balance in terms of how much you get attached to those memories and how much you get overcritical about yourself, if you are, or someone else, if that's what the idea of it is, like the analysis. So there has to be like a proper temperate balance in the middle where you are neither over attached, neither over judgmental about anything. You're visiting that memory to understand, to find your own evaluation of the truth, your own understanding of the facts around it. So you are going through that understanding that all these old beliefs, old values, social, otherwise, or financial, like how success can be met, they held you like in your own mental fear. You created your own devil by believing in these dreams cannot be achieved, by going or choosing a path which kind of forced you away from those dreams and put you in this bond and fear, like in this own like mental cage where you cannot distinguish between what you truly believe and what other people are making you believe. Are other people collectively playing a mind game or manipulative, like not a game but per se, like to convince the peers, you at times try to bend the information about the reality. It's not truly a game, but it's part of how communication is, where you can choose to bend the part of truth to convince your opinion, like to make the other people believe your opinion. So now you're realizing with this deep introspection that which ones are your own true beliefs and which are other people's opinion that permeated to your consciousness. And it started making you feel like those are also your foundational thoughts. But now there's a realization setting in that's not true. If recovering from all the emotional judgment that you're feeling or the emotional chaos that you're feeling, you're hoping for positive relationships to come in. You're hoping for this time, like instead of living for other people, instead of living for someone else's opinion, someone else's belief, you for one time, like you want to live for yourself, for your own dreams, for your own beliefs. Seven of Coins is like points towards like a daydreaming energy. Try to manifest for your own self. Try to, like, for a change. I'm not suggesting like not be good or not be generous to other people, but what rather I'm trying to suggest is that put first, like yourself first for a change, and then you can be generous towards other people. It's like how on a flight you want to put your oxygen mask first so that you can then help other people around. It's the same suggestion that came out, that don't get too controlled by these old feelings. And what I mean by that getting controlled by feelings is that when you dwell on old memories, that could give you unprocessed emotions of the past, resulting you over analyzing those emotions and being stuck in those memories, trying to loop away, trying to fix something about it. So rather getting stuck in those memories, focus on your dreams that you always had. The dreams about your success, dreams about your social standing, social recognition, or your social appraisal. Focus on those dreams rather than focusing on these old memories which would only bring you judgment or guilt. And releasing those memories would allow new relationships that you're seeking to come in, because it would give you more emotional space for new emotions to come in. So for a change, take action towards your own protection for your own benefit first, and then be generous towards others. Rather than allowing other people's opinion to permeate to you, to become part of your own belief, try to create a barrier between your own inner self and then the external world. Try to be very sure about the thoughts that you put out, the words that you say out. Try to be very affirmative with yourself. And once you start finding that affirmation in yourself, that self-trust in yourself, releasing this devil would become easier. Releasing the bondage, the mental cage you got stuck in, where now other people's beliefs feel like crushing in. It's like the walls are chasing towards you from all sides. That mental cage you are stuck in, to release that, find the difference between other people's belief, what you have been told, institutionalized beliefs, family beliefs, social beliefs, success related beliefs, how it can be achieved, how much it can be achieved, self-deserving beliefs. Find your own self, find your own truth. Nobody else can validate you more than you yourself can. The validation you're seeking is within inside, like the truth you're seeking is exactly sitting inside you. For Queen of Swords, taking all the information that comes towards you from all this processing of emotions and feelings and memories, processing the difference between your beliefs and other people's opinion. Be very compassionate when you're doing that processing, because, like, again, as I said, be temperate when you're analyzing your emotions. I'm not suggesting to rush through them. Be very temperate with them. And the other part of Queen of Swords is it's a very self-protective, diplomatic energy, where you can communicate very openly and honestly, but at the same time keep yourself protected from other people's manipulation or like depending of their realities and truths. So reaching there, you have to find a very assured way of yourself. Finding a belief in oneself, like for you to get there, that's where I was talking about. You need to create a barrier between your own inner self and the external world. Find like what other people's opinions are, what holds true to you truly, and what you believe in and what you can stand for. And once you start finding that reassurance and start working for yourself, being protective of yourself, finding the success that you always dreamed of would become easier, because the right opportunities will start flowing in. It's kind of a way of law of attraction, but the idea is that you identify what you truly deserve, what you are truly worth it, rather than believing what other people are telling you about your worth and evaluation. It's like they're evaluating you as a commodity, which is unfair. So all those positive relationship and opportunities will come along. You would actually attract it. Your balanced version, your free version, free of this devil, will actually attract it. So be positive about that scenario when you're moving in that direction, when you're releasing this old. That will also allow you to enjoy this hermit phase, this transition phase. Because this transition phase, like, in a way would become like your own growth story. And that's what you should be more focused on, rather than the negative criticalness or guilt of the past. So rather being stuck in that, focus on the positive side of you growing through this process. and that will become like which would become a part of your growth story in the future, like how you handle this phase and how amazingly diplomatic and compassionate person you become in the end, who can not only protect self but at the same time is diplomatic and courteous enough for everyone else around. They are still generous to everyone else around. So to summarize this general reading for Libra, you're realizing that you were inside this illusionary beliefs created by other people around you, institutionalized beliefs. By that means family beliefs, social beliefs, peer beliefs, other people's opinions that might have permeated your own consciousness, making you feel that some of them, their opinions, are your own foundational beliefs. You're realizing that that doesn't hold true, especially in a scenario of how success can be achieved and how much it can be achieved, or how much you deserve. You're realizing all of that is untrue, and you were inside this mental cage created by others, like pushing walls towards you. Analyzing all these past memories, past understandings, has brought you a lot of overwhelmed feelings. You are recovering from the pain, the guilt of the past, not being able to stand up for yourself or not being able to be supportive of yourself. You're reminiscing about some of the old memories and at the same time being critical about it. That's where it's being asked you to be a little more balanced, be more compassionate with yourself. But understanding which belief belongs to you and which is an opinion from someone else, try to establish a barrier, like a virtual barrier in your mind, where everything inside is your own belief, it's your own foundational thought. Everything outside is other people's opinions, their own realities, their interpretation of their realities. It's very important for you to start understanding your perception and completely be affirmative about it. Once you understand your own perception, acting towards it becomes easier and sounder. Releasing this devil, this mental cage that you're stuck in, that's blocking your success in the next level, that's blocking you from going towards all your dreams that you always had, is very important. Releasing that devil is very important. Releasing of that devil would happen by you start releasing these old beliefs, negative beliefs about yourself, the lack of deserving beliefs, the judgmental beliefs about yourself. Those which came out as generators of the people opinion, but over time, over a constant repetitiveness of it, they made it your opinion too, and eventually became your own negative devil, telling you that you can or cannot do something. All the relationships, all the positive opportunities you're seeking will start pouring in once you start releasing these negative energies of the past. Find your own inner truth, take time to connect to yourself. Be compassionate when you are analyzing your emotions, be honest with yourself. You're moving towards a very diplomatic, generous, courteous, intellectual energy of Queen of Swords. That will bring you positive relationships and opportunities. Take this time to enjoy this transition process because it's part of your growth story. I hope this reading resonated with you. And if it did, I have an extended for it. In the extended, I would look at your current overall energy. How are you feeling in the moment? And how can we further remove these blocks? Wisdom from Oracle for it, and timing behind this transition phase. The opportunities coming your way. All of that I would look in the extended. The link for extended is below in the description box. I hope you liked the reading, and if you did, please do like, subscribe, and share. Thank you for joining me here, and have an amazing week. Bye.